So here we are, folks, once again. I always appreciate everybody who takes the time to watch and read the things that I put out. And I found something today that I always try to find things that are not on the front page of every website that you ever see. I mean, yes, people love their Overwatch and they love their Call of Duty and their Fortnite. I try to find things that are that are just as fascinating from a story standpoint, but maybe not so many people know who this person is or what it is exactly that they're doing. And so what I found today is I have a streamer. He's partnered with he's partnered with the guys at SGN, and if you want a little background on the guys at SGN, I'll put that article in the description for this video. But I have with me a streamer who plays Madden, and he tuned me in to this league, and you see the site on the screen right there in front of you, and it's this Madden League is more than just some players getting together for a short tournament or maybe a 2 to 3 month ladder. This is a high-end, high-thinking league. It's called the Madden Bomber League, and you can see that site right there on the screen. And what really caught my eye with this game is that the people that run this league, and this is the important part of the story right here. The guys that run this league force the players and the team owners to think in depth about the game. So what we'll do here is I'll have this streamer friend of mine the streamer friend of mine that we met, and he explained this concept to me. I'll let him introduce himself, and then we'll go from here. So go ahead, sir.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Funny Man.
You got it.
Everybody. My name is NitemareKHawk, and I stream on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. So, about the Bomber League is basically, they have two leagues. So they have their main league, which is the MBL league, and also they have their minor league farm system, which is called the Grid League, which I'm in the Grid League at the moment. I was very happy. I applied for the Madden Bomber League on their website. I've been watching their streams for the past few years now. I've always been interested in being part of the league, and had to read the rule book and also make sure I agree to the terms and everything on that rule book. But it's very interesting. When you join their league, you get accepted to a GroupMe chat to meet all the minor league Madden Bomber League hopefuls. And then you have to be good in that league, and possibly once the commissioner of that league thinks you're ready for the main stage of the Bomber League, you will contact the Madden Bomber League commissioner, throw your name in there, and then they'll make the decision to bring you up to that league, which is absolutely amazing.
So okay, so when you first explained this to me, I didn't truly understand the concept behind it, because when I watch Madden on Twitch, it's whether it's a tournament or somebody just streaming some games, it's not very structured. There's often some rage involved with some game mechanics or how other people play the game. But when you explained this league to me, what really struck me is that there are rules in place that force you as the head coach, as the owner of the team, from a game to game basis, and then even during the season, there are rules that force you to think beyond just being cheesy and choosing 4 to 5 plays that work, and they work most of the time. But what this league is doing is it's it's specifically searching for people that play the game for the strategy that is in the game. So sort of walk me through some of the rules that walk me through the rules that are in place here.
Sure, absolutely. So one of the main rules is that they want you to make sure that you're using every play in the playbook. There's like 300 plays in each Madden playbook. So they want to make sure that you're using them. For example, if you call a halfback dive on a 1st and 10 play, they don't want you using that play again unless it's another halfback dive with a different name. So it could be like halfback wham, which is basically halfback dive still, but it's in a deuce close formation, and it's called halfback wham. So you can use that as long as the name's different, but you cannot use halfback dive again for the entire game, because there's 300 plays in the playbook. I mean, honestly, are you really going to use all 300 plays? Probably not in the course of the game. But you want to be as diverse as possible. Another rule is the 4th down rule. You have to be at the 39 of your opponent if you're winning to go for it on 4th down, obviously, if it calls for that. But other than that, if you are winning and you're at the 34-yard line, take the points. Or if you're outside of the opponent's 39, you punt the ball. Just like they would do in real life. So it makes you really think about strategy and also preparation for the week, because they do have training on Madden franchise where you can train with your team, do offensive practice drills, and also defensive practice drills to get ready for your opponent every week. So it's definitely something you want to take advantage of being in that league, because it can definitely help out your players before your game that you have to play with your opponent.
So what you said there is really interesting, because I remember a computer game. It's about 10, maybe 11 years ago, called NFL Head Coach, and it was a very slow-moving, kind of a grinding game that was sort of turn-based sometimes, where you had practice during the week and you had to train specific positions a specific way for your opponent that week, and then you had to deal with players that were injured and roster moves. So what it sounds like this league is doing is taking the Madden gameplay, that Madden Dynasty game mode, and they're combining it with a deeper strategy concept right there. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, and it's very interactive to what they do. You have to also, I forgot to mention this, that you have to create a team Twitter page and do your team's news. So definitely want to do that as well, so the rest of the leagues can know what's going on with your team, which is really nice. I like that. I think it's very interactive, because you can go to your opponent's Twitter page and see what they maybe posted about you the week of the game. Maybe talk a little trash talk on your Twitter, and get ready for your matchup, which is really nice.
So that right there sort of opened some other doors, because say for example on some other team's Twitter page, if they don't, if a player is injured and they don't post that news on their Twitter page by a certain day during the week, is there some sort of a sanction?
Well, there's a penalty, but that's up to the commission to decide what that penalty is. There really isn't specific on what the penalty could be. It possibly could be that they lose a draft pick. Their game might be simulated. So a lot of things. A player might have to be benched for that game. One of their star players might have to be benched for that week. So
wow,
there are rules in place for that. So you definitely want to make sure you're tweeting out at least 3 times a week. Is the limit you have to tweet out. You're not tweet out every game, but at least 3 times a week before your matchup, and then get your game in and get her done. Because if you don't get your game in, that's an automatic loss for your team, and when you're going for playoff positioning, losses can hurt you.
Right.
You definitely don't want to do that.
Wow. Okay. So I saw on your on your on your on your on your on your Twitter page that that you got invited to the league. So you got so the league is in two tiers. And in order to get into the top tier, then you have to get into the bottom tier first, and you have to play a little bit. And then you also said that the bottom tier of the league isn't just something that anybody can do. The league, the people in charge of that, people in charge of the MBL, they so basically what they're doing is they're on the lookout for people like you, and they invite you, right?
Correct. You have to fill out an application on their website. Make sure you read the rules, and then they'll look over your application, and then they'll decide if you're going to be a good fit for their developmental league. So they can prepare you and get you all trained and ready for what you'll face in the top tier MBL league itself. So, because they know people, guys like myself, we play regular head-to-head. We don't really play Ultimate Team anymore. We still have those cheesy mentality, playing people online, to dig us out of a hole. So they want to make sure that with this grid league, which is the minor leagues, that they get us out of that mindset where we're playing simulated football that we see on Sundays. So close to the real game as possible.
So that's an interesting thought process, because regardless of the game, whether you're talking Street Fighter, StarCraft, League of Legends, whatever, there's always a certain cheesy part to it. And when you're talking Madden, that sort of manifests itself in players that spam the same 4 to 6 plays all the time, whether it be offense or defense, and they have some success doing that, and that's then where people start to sort of rage about the game mechanics or the way people play. So what it sounds like to me is this league is putting structure in place to say, no, you will not cheese, because we're not going to allow you to call the same play in one regulation game. You can only call the same play one time, and then we're going to create a tiered system to where we'll stick you in the minor leagues first. And if you play the way we like and that we want our players to play, then you'll take the next step up to the pro league. So as a player yourself, what does that mean for you? What does that force you to do?
Well, it forces me to get out of the mindset of what I would do online. If I see that you're in a defense where I can exploit, let's say you're in a cover 3, and I know that crossing routes can kill a cover 3 defense, it has to force me to get out of that mindset. I'm just going to call PA crosses the whole game. And if you stay in that cover 3, I'm going to keep on PA crosses until you get out of it. Once you get out of it, I'll call something else. But until you do, I'm going to keep calling this over and over and over and over and over. Or if you're in a pass formation, like a dollar defense, I'm going to keep running it down your throat. I'm going to halfback dive you or halfback wham you to death until you get out of it. So it forces me to have to really think and really use my strategy and use the entire playbook and open up the playbook more than having just maybe 8 to 10 plays that I would run in a regular head-to-head game.
Okay, I see. So this league is this league is definitely not for everybody, because you're basically spending a lot of your off time when you're not playing. You're looking at rosters, you're working on your own skill set, you're following up with other teams, watching their Twitter feed, looking at their games. So basically, you're the owner, vice president, general manager, head coach of your own Madden franchise, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's a really interesting concept. So for somebody like yourself who I mean, it's obvious to me you take this very seriously. I mean, you this is something that is extremely important to you. So what's it going to take for you, as a player, as a streamer, to get from getting the invitation, so you got the invitation, you're in the a bottom a tier. What's it going to take for you to go from that bottom tier to the next level?
Well, what's it going to take is basically I have to just make sure I play my games when I'm scheduled to play. Make sure I schedule with my opponent 24 hours in advance, which is one of the rules that you have to do.
Right.
Otherwise, you can have a severe consequence if you don't. Not only will you get the loss, but you possibly could be suspended, which means you can't even play your next game, which kind of sucks.
Wow.
You want to make sure. I want to make sure I'm doing that. Make sure I'm scheduling my games when I'm supposed to and playing them. Do what I'm supposed to when it comes to play calling and gameplay wise, and then at some point, don't ask, just do what you're supposed to do, and eventually I will get to the MBL league. I'll come a call and say, hey, we want you in our pro league. So that's basically what I have to do. Just start off, take it one game at a time, take it one play at a time. Whether I get the wins or losses is irrelevant.
Okay.
Because most likely I just want to have fun, meet the guys, meet the gamers in there, maybe make some friends, and just keep it moving. I mean, I'm not just in the NBL minor leagues. I'm in 2 other leagues as well, so that are pretty high ranked on the Data Leagues list. So I was actually pretty honored to get invited to those leagues as well.
Okay, so it's important to note that when it comes to the MBL, this isn't something that just recently popped up. This league itself has been around for a long time, hasn't it?
It's been around for 5 years. We're celebrating their 5th anniversary next month.
Okay, so this league has people that are extremely dedicated to their values of the league. They are extremely dedicated to the game and playing it a certain way, and they want a certain kind of person who's going to be involved in their league. So is there something that you get from being in the top tier? I mean, is there some sort of a reward that goes beyond saying that you're in this super elite club?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's notoriety that's going to go with it. I mean, people are going to know who I am,
right?
Because people know who the MBL League is, especially if you're a simulation gamer or a guy that likes to play as real close to the NFL as possible that you see on Sundays. So people will know who I am, and it possibly can help my Twitch streamer, where it means more people come to my Twitch stream,
right?
Come to my Mixer stream, my YouTube channel, and things of that nature. So it can definitely help me out as far as on the social media platforms. I can get more people to follow me on Twitter, which you can follow me at NitemareKHawk on Twitter. You don't have that at NitemareKHawk, which is NitemareKHawk.
Very nice. Okay.
And you can definitely follow me on that. And it would just bring notoriety to my name because, I mean, people know who I am, but it's just like a lot of people don't really know who I am because, I mean, as you saw when I was playing regular head-to-head with the game my Twitch stream the last time, there was about 5-6 people in it,
Right.
people know I'm signed to SGN, but I mean, do they really know what I'm about? You know, because I play FIFA.
Right.
You know, I play Madden. You know, I'm probably gonna buy me another PS4 again to get the MLB Show 19. Be
Okay.
streaming that again. I really like baseball,
Mm-hmm.
so got to get ready for baseball season, and possibly you guys will be seeing that in the future. The MLB The Show 19, because I did stream MLB 18. I did the Road to the Show. I did myself as a major league pitcher. I ended up winning a World Series with the Cleveland Indians, if you can believe that.
Nice.
And,
Very nice.
and it was actually a very interactive experience. Also, I'm a Tampa Bay Rays baseball fan. You know, we won 90 games last year, so that was actually surprising.
Right.
Nobody saw that coming last year. So the expectations are going to be a lot higher. And just can't wait. Can't wait till baseball season kicks off. And if you guys don't know, there's a new football league starting in February, the American Alliance Football League.
Yep.
So definitely, you guys definitely want to check that out on CBS Sports in February after the Super Bowl. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that as well.
Very nice. So I guess as sort of a personal note, what is it about sports games for you versus other shooter games or strategy games? What is it that you enjoy so much about FIFA and Madden and and baseball? So because those games have a different feel to them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I could touch you though. So what is so fun about sports games is that I get to live out my dream of being an owner of a sports team on those games. I get
Okay.
to create a player because I know I would never be an MLB baseball player. I knew I would never be a pro football player or an owner of an NFL team or a soccer team
Right.
or even a baseball team. So it gives me the opportunity to live out my dream of doing that through those sports games. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like fighting games. I do play Soul Calibur. I have Soul Calibur 6. I do play shooters. I do play Gears of War, Halo. So I don't mind shooters, but it's just I'm more of a sports guy due to the fact I used to play sports. I played baseball when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
and lacrosse. And speaking of lacrosse, I'll be doing my Major League Lacrosse streams coming up in May. So stay tuned for that.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's I've seen a lot on Twitch. I've seen cooking shows. I've seen creative streams, but but I can honestly say that I've never seen a lacrosse um, streamed on Twitch before. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I could definitely send you a clip. After our interview, I could definitely send you a clip. I have it on my YouTube channel. I'll send you a clip of the stream I did just this past summer.
Nice. Okay, perfect. Wow. Well, so as far as everything goes, I mean, for making time for me to talk about the MBL and who you are. Thank you very much. So everybody, you can check out his stream. I will put all of his socials and his stream link in the description below for you to check him out. Is there anything, sir, that you would like to plug on the way out here?
No, I just want to thank you for having me and thank you for taking the time to interview me. And hopefully the Cardinals can beat the Seahawks. They're only down by 1 right now. And let's beat the Seahawks in Seattle and get this 5th win of the year and end the year on a high note.
Very nice. So, hey, for everybody who tunes into the interviews that I do and the written stuff, thank you very much. You can check out this video and many others on the Game Haus YouTube channel. You can, and if you would be so kind as it drops a subscription down there. I'm on the YouTube channel as well. Some likes, greatly appreciate it. Until next time, everybody, stay tuned because I have some more good stuff on the way. Thank you.
If you liked that, hit the subscribe button for more interviews and other great sports and esports content. Make sure to also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to stay up to date on all the news from your favorite sports and esports players and teams. From our house to yours.